So this is how I bought this card for $550. So I've been looking around for months for a graphics card. I'm a Mac user for years now, and my video editing and photography, the file sizes have gotten too big, and the computing power, I need a lot of juice for these files. I use a Canon C200 that uses a format called Cinema Raw Lite, and it requires a lot of computing power. Also my 5D Mark IV, its file sizes are big, and I'm just finding my MacBook Pro, it's 2014 or early 2015, MacBook Pro just isn't holding up. So I thought it's a good time to build a PC. Windows 10 is much better now, and I really don't care. I just want something that works, that I can turn out work faster on. So I decided I'm gonna build a rig. I've been watching prices of graphics card, I've been speccing out my computer for months, and finally come to a point of like, I'm gonna buy this thing, and I can't find a graphics card for under, I don't know, $1,000. I wanted a 1080 or a 1080 Ti because they have enough juice for what I need. And I keep saying juice, I don't know why. Anyway, they have enough power for what I want to do, and I couldn't find one anywhere. So I've been looking and looking and looking. I kept nowinstock.net or .com. The link will be below. And I'd keep that on my browser always, checking it, and none of the cards would come in stock at a low enough price that would really make it worth it for me. So I wanted to pay under $600 for a 1080 because just the system I'm building, I wanted to keep it pretty budget conscious because buying a expensive PC, then I was just thinking, I'll just get an iMac Pro. But the iMac Pro is so expensive. It's like $6,000 for what I'd want. And then the iMac regular, it's not powerful enough. And then the Mac Tower, the Mac Pro, it's just not coming out. I don't think it'll ever come out. Or it may, who knows, I don't care. I was looking and looking and looking, and I had an idea. And there's only two places I found that don't inflate the prices of these graphics cards online. And one of them is the Nvidia site, where it'll show you the MSRP, and you can click on the site, go, and you'll see the 1060, 1070, 1070 Ti, and other cards for their MSRP price. But I still couldn't find it online. I hit notify me, but I only got an email once, and by the time I went to the website to check out, it was gone. All sold out. So the other place I found, though, that kept the prices the same as before this hike in price for graphics cards is Best Buy. So Best Buy sells the Nvidia cards for almost the same as MSRP, just a little bit more. And so I kept checking my local stores nonstop. So the trick is, though, you can't buy them online at Best Buy. You have to go to a store. It'll only tell you if it's in stock at a store. So I kept on my browser the Best Buy site open always, and I'd always check a couple times a day, see if it's in stock. And on Sunday last week, there were 3 in stock at this store in Brooklyn. And Brooklyn's like 45 minutes from me. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn. I told my wife, hey, I'm going to Brooklyn, and she didn't get it. She was just like, why would you go to Brooklyn for a card? And I said, well, I'm getting a graphics card. She's like, what's a graphics card? And I tried to explain it to her. It didn't make sense. She said, why is it so expensive? I explained it. She goes, crypto mining? Crypto what now? Got my shoes, got my jacket, got my keys, went to check, and they were sold out because it'll give you updates on stock. So 2 days ago, I went onto the Best Buy site, and a store that was only 30 minutes from me had one in stock. So I rushed out the door, and I went to Best Buy, and I asked the clerk, a guy was there, and I said, hey, I'm wanted to buy a GeForce 1080 Founders Edition, and he laughed kind of and said, we haven't had those for months. It's impossible. Crypto miners have been buying them, and also there's a shortage. There's other reasons too. Not to call out crypto miners. Just kidding. I don't care. Make that money, America. Moving on. I showed him my phone, and I said, oh, it says it's in stock here, and he looked up the SKU, and he couldn't believe it. He said he hasn't seen one since, I think, August of last year. And so he went to the back and grabbed it, and another guy at the store who was working there looked at it. It caught his eyes as he was bringing it out to me, and they couldn't believe it. And so he brought it out, and I grabbed it, and I was like, yes. Oh, yes. I was very excited. It's like I felt like I was Charlie from Charlie and Chocolate Factory, and I got the golden ticket. Oh man, I'm such a loser. Anyway, so we went to check out, and I asked him, I said, hey man, I know this is crazy, but would you match the MSRP from the Nvidia site of $550 rather than the, I think it was $590 something, or $589, yeah, on the Best Buy site. And he was like, I don't know, man. And you know, who would price match? Like, it was just a crazy idea. But he went and talked to a manager, and the manager came over and was like, sure, we'll do it. And we talked about building a computer, and it was awesome. And so I walked out paying MSRP for this GTX 1080. And it's a Founders Edition. It's exactly the one I wanted. And I was super excited. I checked the prices of these today on Amazon and all the other like sites. It's $1,000. It's $998 today. And then I checked again just before I recorded this, and it was like $1,100. So I feel really lucky. I'm super excited. Yes. And so I was excited to get that. So doesn't hurt to ask to match prices. You know, worst they can say is no, and you still get a great price. But Best Buy's awesome. Those guys there, they were super helpful. Make sure you have a browser open and you're always checking in. I kept Now in Stock open too, but I found the prices just weren't great on there. I needed this card specifically because I do video editing and that sort of thing, and I recently got into the fun world of the Oculus Rift. Oh my god. If you haven't tried the Rift, try it. Go to a Microsoft store and do a demo. It's unreal. I've been having some fun with that. So that's my story. That's how I did it. One caution for buying cards off Craigslist that are used. I'm finding a lot of scams are happening. I saw some okay deals, like decent deals, like close to $600 for some 1080s on there, and I'd reach out, and it was definitely a scam. Like, oh hey, I'm out of the country. Could you send me the money, and I'll send you the card. I'll have my son send you the card. It's just weird stuff. Stay away from it. At all costs, if you can go to a Micro Center, Best Buy, those sort of places, they're reputable. But ask them to price match. I don't know. It worked for me. The worst they can do is say no. So my advice to you is just keep searching. Go to the Best Buy site, see what they have, and ask them to price match. That's their price match guarantee. It says it right on the website. Their staff are really helpful. But if you see something in stock and you're going to the store, I tried to call, and I was calling on the way, and I couldn't get it through. I couldn't get a hold of anyone. They're busy at Best Buy. They're usually a little understaffed, and they don't have a ton of people on the floor. So, those guys are working hard. So don't bug them on the phone. Just go to the store, get your card, ask them to price match, and you can get a GeForce 1080. And so I'm hoping that things will change a bit soon, and we can see more cards in stock for people who want to get into gaming and stuff. But one thing that I would highly suggest is, if you're waiting for prices to drop, don't wait. I don't think it's going to happen. I think once new cards are released and the market gets flooded with cards, they're going to get bought, and they're still going to be the same price. So might as well buy the card now and enjoy it. If you think like you might pay $50 less in a month for the same card, who cares then? Like, $50 of enjoyment for 1 month is totally worth it. If you were to rent a card for $50 for the month to have some fun, it's totally worth it. So pick up a card. If you can find one for a decent price, pick up a card. Don't wait, just get into it. Watch out for Craigslist scams, because they're out there. And be careful to buy used cards, because sometimes they've been overclocked and just beat. So you might get a card with a shorter life. So, all right, like my page, hit subscribe. Thanks for being here. I'm going to be doing some reviews of cameras, computer stuff, gear, Oculus Rift stuff, because it's awesome. If you haven't, just go try it. It's so awesome, and you look super cool while you're playing VR. You look super lame. My wife makes fun of me a ton. So that's it. My name's Paul, and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and good luck finding a graphics card. Take care.